Hello, Jester Good here. Today I'm reviewing the LEGO Juniors Cars 3 Guido and Luigi's Pit Stop. This has 75 pieces and retails for $10 in the United States. Let's take a look at the build. So the build itself has two cars. We got Luigi and Guido and this little stand right here. Let's take a look at Luigi first. So here is Luigi. And this design, you guys know, I despise. I think this is such a downgrade from the 2011 Luigi. There's some improvements, but they're very minor. What they've decided to do here is use the Mighty Micros frame from the LEGO Superheroes line, which ended up making the car 4 long, right? So when you compare it to the 2011 one, which is a 6 long car, it ends up looking puny and inaccurate. And the reason they did that was all down to keep the price lower, I would believe, because if they made it 6 long, they would have to make a new Juniors frame just for this one character that's 6 long, and this guy only appears in one set, so it would be kind of an ineffective strategy. Also, they would have to make it a bigger build in general, which would mean more pieces, and they wanted to keep this just a $10 set with Guido as well. So they ended up sacrificing the design to keep the price lower, I can imagine, which I think is a really bad thing to do. Now, the eyes are also bigger for some reason than not the 2011 cars, because the 2011 cars in general have bigger eyes than the Juniors cars. But even the other Juniors cars, you can see Lightning McQueen right here has much smaller eyes than Luigi, which doesn't make sense in my opinion. I don't know why they chose to do that. Another really awkward design is the little plate plopped at top. They just literally plopped a 2x2 plate in black up top to kind of represent Luigi's hair or hat, whatever you want to look at it. The original design, while it wasn't super accurate, I kind of liked how it had some curves to it. It made it look a lot more organic and a lot more, I guess, fitting for the movie. This one has no curves and it has these studs showing and it just looks awkward in general. Also, because of the design, you can't really attach anything on the side, unlike the 2011 one. So that's kind of a downside as well, because you can't make him have like a speakerphone or whatever. So just in general, I think this is just a downsize, and it's just a poor design choice to make it so much smaller. I think they should have just went ahead and made a new mold, even if it was exclusive to this one set. There's some improvements, like I said, like the back kind of has a license plate with a 1x4 tile print, which is cool. The back right here, I guess, is a little bit better because it has a shine inside the little window right there, while the original didn't. And the front, I guess, using this curved piece right here with a print is better than this kind of design right here with just a 1x2 tile and then 2 studs. And the smile right here is a little bit better on this newer one. But other than that, it's just awkward in general. I don't know why they chose to plop this 2x2 tile up top with no curves to it, why they chose to make the eyes bigger, and why they chose to make this 4 long design instead of a 6 long design. It would have looked a lot better. So that's it for Luigi. Now let's go on to Guido. So here is a new Guido, and he's a little bit better than the new Luigi, but I still think the 2011 one's better in general. This one has a lower piece count than the 2011 one, and that's because, it is a junior set, so it has to be easy to build, but also they have to keep the price down in this particular set. Now, this guy isn't exclusive because he also comes in the Florida 500 Final Race set, which comes out in August. And if you compare him to the 2011 Guido, you can see so many differences. The 2011 one, for the forklift pieces, you can actually move them up and down because they are hinged. And the best part is that the space between them is only 1 stud. The space between the one for this one right here is 2 studs, which makes him unable to hold tires or wheels or anything like that. So it just kind of becomes useless in my opinion. Also, to hold stuff in general, like with rod connections, you have to put it right here, which are these pieces right on the side. That's actually a modified 1x2 plate. And when he's holding stuff, it looks good. But when he's not holding stuff, it looks like he has a mustache or something extended out. I don't know, it looks weird to me. I liked how the 2011 one just used a 1x1 clip right there, which looks a lot better. And then there's a completely missing part right here, which is the wheel kind of cover. This one uses this nice kind of mint design from 2011, and that's actually a color that's used on Guido in the movie. So with him missing that, it looks very awkward. So I wish they would have somehow incorporated this color, even if it wasn't on a wheel cover right there. On the back, though, I do like how they use a 1x2 plate in this translucent red piece, because that looks actually kind of more accurate. But other than that, there's not too many differences. Oh, there is the hat right here, which I think this new hat looks better than the use of a 2x2 tile. So yeah, there's some good parts, there's some bad parts, but overall I think this original one's a lot better. Actually, I forgot to mention, I think the printing on this new one's a little bit better, even with the bigger eyes. I don't know, it looks a lot more like the movie than this original one, which always kind of creeped me out with the super, super small eyes. So that's it for Guido, and now let's go on to the build itself. So here is the playset, which like I said is the best part of the set, so let's get the trash out of the way. And that has some nice prints like the Rusty's logo on a panel, and also this 95 logo for Lightning McQueen on this dish, which you can move side to side. Fun fact, the number 95 for Lightning McQueen is supposed to represent 1995, which is the year Toy Story came out, Pixar's first movie. There's also a wheel on the wall which you could spin around and I guess use to change Lightning McQueen, even though Guido can't hold it. And they give you this little kind of hose right here, which I like this build a lot, and I like how they use a translucent light blue dome right there. And you could easily just take that off and attach it to Guido's parts right here, and sort of mess around with that and play around with that. They also give you this little piece right here on the side, which I'm not sure what this is supposed to specifically represent, but you could also attach that to Guido as well, either that way or if you want this way right here. And other than that, the last thing they kind of give is this light up here, which you can move up and down, which is on a hinge piece. That's fun to play around with. One thing I don't like though is if you're playing around with that, this part's kind of unstable, and they chose to use a 1x4 little tile piece right there, which makes it easily fall over, which I don't know. I wish they would have done a more secure connection, maybe a 1x4 plate. And all of this thing, speaking of plates, is on one of these junior plates in gray, which are quite nice to get because, you know, those only come in a few junior sets. So that's it for the build of the set. Let's go on to the packaging and then the final verdict. So here's the front of the box. You got that $10 juniors box size, and then the back right here. So here is the instructions, and here's a little design up there that looks very, very weird. And then right here on the back, they have, you know, the sets list. Oh, man, this is such a step down from the 2011 designs for both cars. Guido is okay. I think the 2011 one's a lot better, but he does have some good qualities like the improved printing and the little hat part. But then Luigi is such a step down. It's just so disappointing. And the build itself is a good build. I like some of the prints on there. It's fun to play around with, but it is kind of sad that they have a little bit of a stability issue with this panel right here where it knocks over easily. But that's no big deal. Really, the big deal is Luigi and Guido's new designs. And because of that, I want to have to rate this set a D+. I think this is by far the worst LEGO Cars 3 set, and this is definitely one of the biggest step downs in recent LEGO history for figure designs. Maybe I should do a top 10 list of that. Oh, I just got a new idea. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.